Welcome back to another episode of On Set, where I take you behind the scenes of a photo shoot and show you the full production. But I think I'm getting bored of this seat now, so let's go find another one.
Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been testing so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood.
That's better. As you can see, we are in one of the most gorgeous places I think I've ever been in my life, and possibly might ever be in my life. But we are here in the beautiful Marrakech, shooting for a gorgeous editorial magazine that is coming soon. We have some very exciting looks planned. We have all of vintage YSL, vintage designers. Everything is going crazy. You guys are in for a treat today, let me tell you. So why are you still sat here filming me? Let's get into it. So we are with our first beautiful model of the day, Ellie, and we're going to be doing a few different looks today. We're starting with a nice, calm, soft glam, almost that desert bronzy look. So let's get into the base. So I'm going to start out with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Hydra Prime SPF. This is the SPF 50 Broad Spectrum Sun Cream, and it kind of acts almost like a primer at the same time. And I like to take a good amount of this, just to really make sure my models are protected. And we are in that Marrakech Moroccan sun today, so I'm making sure they are fully protected. So this is a really nice one because it doesn't leave any kind of white cast. You can see that it's really just melted into the skin, and it gives that glass skin effect. I'm just gonna really work that in, blending it into the skin, but I'm just gonna leave that to set before I start going in with any of the products. And what you wanna do is put this on around 15 minutes before any sun exposure. That's gonna really get the sun cream working and get that protective layer going. And you wanna be applying your sun cream almost every 2 hours, just to really make sure we're staying safe out here. Okay, so now that her skin prep has really settled in, I'm gonna go in with her foundation. And for this, we're gonna be using the gorgeous new impeccable foundation from ABH. This, ABH, what did you put in here? Because I've been using this on myself. This is amazing. So it has this really nice soft matte look to it. I'm gonna be going in with shade 7.5N, and I personally love to go in with like a neutral undertone. It's usually the safest with a lot of models, but I love that olivey tone that it has to it. And you know the drill, I love to go in with a Katie Jane Hughes Duo Fiber brush.
You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson plan for all my past mistakes. I swear I'm proud of all my best and my worst days. Proud of all my feet when I touch the ground.
I went in a little bit warmer on the perimeters of the face, just to kind of act as that natural bronzer. And I'm really buffing that into the skin. Again, that Duo Fiber brush gives that skin-like finish. You can really just push that in, which is one of the misconceptions with brushes, especially Duo Fiber. People always think that this is gonna leave lots of streaks, but if you're really working that into the skin in that circular motion, you'll look absolutely fine. There you go, you can really see that soft matte skin. It's still got that luminosity to it, it's still got that glow, but her skin still looks like it's her skin. Lovely. Now that the base is done, let's move on to her cream contour. And these are so exciting. These are the brand new Anastasia Smooth Blur Contours. So I'm gonna be taking the shade Core Shadow and Cast Shadow. They are a really creamy formula, and as they are a contour, they have that more cool toned undertone. So I think I'm gonna actually go in with a mix of both shades. I like the tone of the Core Shadow. It's a tiny bit of warmth to it. And then I really like the depth of Cast Shadow. Yeah, so with this being a contour, you want to take this right under the cheekbone, and this is going to be sculpting the face out. So you don't want to be taking on there and blending it on there. That's when you start looking muddy. You want to take it right into the hollows of the cheeks and then gently, gently tap that out and soften those edges. And that just gives the illusion of like a lifted cheekbone. Again, I'm going to take that also into the contour of the eye, gently into the contour of the nose, and then pulling that into the temple, almost to like hollow out that area too. And when you're doing this, you want everything to go in an upwards motion. So you're pulling up from here, and you can even pull up from here. When it comes to the jawline, you want to go right behind and sculpt it out like that, and that's the only place you want to be taking it. I love working with creams because it really blends into the skin and gives that skin-like finish. It's a lot easier also if you do make any mistakes, you can just blend over it with something else. I feel like powders are a little bit more definite, and this just gives me a little bit more playtime. So I'm also gonna take this on a smaller brush and just start carving out her nose a little bit. I like to start right on the bridge, and then with whatever's left, I kind of drag that down and go under. I'm doing this by stamping right in the bridge with that same product and then dragging down a little bit and shaping the tip. This is just gonna give a little bit more continuity to the rest of where I've contoured. So I just like to blend that out really lightly and then start feathering that down. Okay, so we are moving on to the Magic Blush Trios. These are another new product from ABH, and these I'm really excited for. As you can see, the packaging is something I've not seen from ABH, but I'm really enjoying this, especially for makeup artists. This is so much more compact, and we have some beautiful shades going on. So I'm gonna be going in with Berry, Rose, and Peach, and just see what kind of tone we want to go with. I think I'm gonna go with that kind of peachy tone, and then maybe mix in that warmth from the berry. I've taken 2 different shades, and I wanted to take it on a fluffy brush, kind of to diffuse it a little bit more. And already, these are blending in so beautifully. I want the focus to be right there. She's got the highest point right there, and I want that to be where she's flushed. And then I'm gonna tap that out really gently, and just smile. Taking a little bit on the tip of the nose, nothing too intense. I also really want to see how this works in the lighting, so then I can go back in and really top this up if I need to. So when it comes to photo shoots, you really want to go in a little bit heavier with your blush, just because especially when it's a location shoot, it can wash out quite easily. So I do go in a little bit more on the pigmented side, and it is always the first thing to fade, so even if you go in a little bit too heavy, you can tone it down with some powder. It's gonna fade by the time you start shooting. So now we are going to add a little touch of warmth now that the skin is all mattified. So I'm going to be going in with my ABH Smooth Blur Bronzers. This is in the shade Sunset Sizzle, and I love that name. And this is in the shade Bronze Bay. The word sizzle, it's just a little fun one. I think we're going to do a little mix of both and kind of touch in with this one a little bit more. I want this to be quite light and almost just like a little wash of warmth. Really make sure that my brush is saturated. And then I'm also going to tap a little bit off and start gently tapping that into the skin. And I just want this to be like a wash of color going across her face. We want that sun-kissed glow. And then whatever's left on the brush, if you close your eyes for me, I'm going to take straight over the eyes and kind of have that as the transition eyeshadow shade. Going back in with Bronze Bay on a fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is what I'm going to use to kind of carve out her eyes. This look is going to be a really light, quite a soft look, so I don't want to go in with anything too crazy, and I want there to be continuity throughout the look.
Sorry, Sam, you just completely...
Yep, got that on film. Maybe just me in the background, like super feeling my own shot.
We are pretty much done, so of course I have to lock it in. This is the Impeccable setting spray, and again, it's like that soft matte blurring setting spray. So I'm gonna give this a little spritz. This is the travel size, it's so cute. I really wanna make sure this is locked in for the duration of the shoot. And once that dries down, it's gonna give that really nice soft blur to the skin. And you can just pack this in your kit, take it around for the day, and top up when needed. But this is the final look for now.
It's been falling, I've been stalling for weeks. The stars are pretty when the sky falls.
Okay, we have our second beautiful model today, and we are going to be doing a really nice brown smoky look. We have 30 minutes. Let's go. So again, starting with my SPF. This is my ABH SPF 50. We don't want any of our models burning. whilst they're out there. I'm really loving how this SPF is blending in with all the makeup. Like, it's giving that glassy skin. I feel like it really melts in with the foundation over the top and it acts almost like an illuminizer. So I'm actually gonna start with the eyes this time, and I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow stick. I'm just gonna drag this across her eyes. And it's so much easier to just use an eyeshadow stick and start blending that out, especially when you're in a time crunch like today, because you'll just get the work done in seconds. And immediately you have a smoky eye. And then open your eyes. And look at that, done. And because this is, again, the first look, we still want to keep it quite light, but I want there to be a little bit of oomph to it. I kind of go all over the active lid, which is that bit right there. And then I blend the edges out and into the crease. You don't want to go all over the eye, like you don't want to take it all up there when it's just on the stick. You want to do that with the brush, so it's like this blended, feathered out look. So now that the top of the eyes is done, I'm going to go in with a little smaller brush, and I'm just going to go in with the product on the brush instead, if you look up for me, and just start blending that underneath. Just because you want the top of the I almost want the eyes to be a bit more cool toned, so I'm going to take this Urban Decay Cool Coyote, and if you look up for me, and I'm just going to line her eyes. So we are just blending and blending this into the skin on another Durofiber brush. Really getting that skin-like finish and that airbrushed look. So I went in with the shade 00N and a little bit of 1N. Again, keeping it in the neutral family. Just to make everything a little bit easier and almost get that olive tone. Just really pat that in, get any streaks out, and buff it in. And you can see that the SPF has given such a beautiful glow coming within. So I'm obsessed with that. Now that we have the base done, we're gonna go in with some cream contour. And the Anastasia ones have these really gorgeous light tones. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Halftone. This is gonna be perfect for any pale girlies out there. I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy kind of brush and just stamp out the hollows of her cheeks. Really stamp that out. Because this is a fluffy brush, it's gonna blend at the same time right on the edges. And then you can just tap that out with your fingers. See how that's given a really beautiful shadow and none of the warmth. So we're gonna go in with some YSL concealer now. This is the All Hours concealer, and I really enjoy this one. It is a little bit more on the full coverage side, but it blends out really nicely. So if you look up for me, I'm just gonna really lightly start carving out the bottom of her eyes, giving her a little bit more brightness. And I like to do this almost on like an overlay brush, just because I can drag product down and really pinpoint where I want it to be, but then I can blend it right out. So we are getting there. I'm just doing some lips. We're going in with the Makeup Forever lip liner. And I really want this to be like a cool toned shadow for the lips, and almost just like blurred out. Guys, how have we done this in 30 minutes? I'm so impressed with myself. And there we go. Just a little bit of brow gel, lip balm, and mascara. And she is ready to get into her fitting.
Then front to back. I love it when you do it like that. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me. Just you and me. We're moving to the beat. Just you and me. We're generating heat. And if you wanna go, won't you go my way? No need to hurry now, it'll all be okay. Yeah. Side to side, then front to back. I love it when you do it like that. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Yeah. Don't give it to me.
Taking a little intermission, going for some lunch. and then we'll get into the next looks. So let's go eat. I'm hungry and tired, but I can't get tired of this view. This view. Oh, stay mad. We're on to the next look. We've done a little change to a gorgeous blue tone, matching with the other model with a yellow. But I want to show you something for the lips. So my girl Aisha, shout out to Miss Aisha. She came out with the most gorgeous lip combo. This is the Beauty Crop Lip Liner in Ice Ice Baby, and I'm gonna use this just to line over. So this is a gorgeous dark brown. And the reason I want to shout this out is because Aisha created this because of the lack of lip liners for deeper skin. And Aisha is one of the girls that really opened my eyes to this issue. I remember when I did her makeup, we had a whole conversation about it. She really taught me what kind of shades to use, what kind of brands to look out for, and what she uses. Now that she's come out with this lip liner, she is showing all of these brands just how easy it is to create other shades. It's not hard, guys. So I want to give Aisha and the Beauty Crop their flowers, because you guys absolutely killed this collab. This is going on so smooth and creamy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend that out with a brush, just to blend that in. And these are like ultra wear. They're not gonna come off, they're not gonna smudge. So your lip liner is gonna be safe. And we're shooting in Moroccan heat right now. So that's exactly what I need. So to go with this gorgeous lip liner, I'm gonna go in with her lip oil. This is so beautiful. It's a nice warm chocolate brown, but inside are these gorgeous purple and gold reflex. So I'm just gonna take this. Oh my God. Aisha, baby, you absolutely ate. So that's the brand.
Ellie, I need one.
Yeah, we need to get our girl a whole kit. So you guys can really see all of these beautiful specks of shimmer, and that is gonna catch the light and give that super glossy look. Little fun fact that I learned from her. So her little charms of the glasses, this is the cutest thing ever. She wears glasses in the main shot too, and it's all about I see you. So it's a shout out to her community of I see you, and I'm here to support you and make the products that all these brands aren't making for us. And I think that is the cutest and the most amazing little, because most people would just see it and be like, oh, it's glasses. But I love it. It's such a cute little touch. And there we go, that is the new look. I'm obsessed with everything. This hair, first of all, is insane. But let's get to shooting. Guys, we're about to shoot with a peacock. That peacock right there. They're about to put it in one of the model's arms. This could go one or two ways. I'm so excited because this could be such an incredible shot or a hospital appointment. We've had a little break. I've been in the sunshine. I've had a little dip in the pool, a trip to the spa. Don't know the rest of the lyrics. Anyway, we are now on a farm. This is also part of the whole palace that we're in. I'm here with all of my friends. Say hi, guys. Period. Gaga. I wish I could tell you what was happening. He did. We're gonna do some really cool, like, Vogue, like, with the chickens, with the donkey, do a little boom, ooh, a little, the donkey's behind me, and I'm, like, reaching up. I've got a chicken in my hand. I literally invented the shoot. Oh, it's happening. Let's go see. Wait. Let's go this way. So, the looks, we've gone for 90s YSL smoked out. Smoked out eyes. I have these two YSL palettes. One is like a black and grey and silver, and the other one is like the brown version. So I did the black and greys on LA. I really wanted that like grey smoky look. There's this one runway, I don't remember what it is. Put a photo here or here, wherever it is. And it looks so good. It's this beautiful matte grey on this gorgeous woman. So I wanted to replicate that with a bit of shimmer. And then on Diana, I just reversed it and did it with browns. And she has this gorgeous like brown lip on, brown smoky eye, hair's all teased out. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger. And it's just gonna look really good. So let's go kick it. Like a donkey. And that is a wrap, you guys. We are done for the day. This was one of the most incredible shoots I think I've ever been a part of. The team are so, so incredible. These looks, gag it down. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go back to my villa. And what am I gonna do? Lie down. Lie down. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And I bet you wish you were here. I'm kidding, I love you. Mwah.